how can the early career professionals prepare for the AI-driven roles? So how do they need to prepare for?
Yeah. So this is where I want to go deep. So previously I stopped there, but see where you fail in the interview because I have we are seeing that trend. So there are many enthusiasts, AI enthusiasts. They want to learn something. They will learn at the very surface level and come and sit in the interview where the interviewer will ask questions in the area which is not relevant to AI agents itself. That's where you fail. That's why I want you to learn from the what do you say at the deeper level. So first thing is the language. Language is Python. Okay, so Python is the lingua franca for the data science, machine learning, AI in this area. Okay, not only that, they are going into IoT, robotics, everywhere. Python is the language. It has become like an English language where we use English everywhere. Python is a programming language. You need to learn whether you are a management students or an engineering student. You have to learn it because in somewhere you will be coding that. Even a founder will be coding that. There are a lot of technical founders you are coding that, and it is not a very difficult language. You don't have to go to the expert level. Expert level is not required at all. So you need to learn to a level where you can call the APIs, packages, call them, put a dot, call the APIs, and then complete the code, and then you know to debug them. The other trend I am seeing is that they are generating the entire code from the ChatGPT without even knowing what the code is. That's where the other drawback is. Because in the interview, they will ask you to debug and give you the code. They will tell you that don't use ChatGPT. Okay. They will test your understanding of the code structure, workflow, and everything. If you don't know those basic stuffs, then you will fail that. We are coming. I have a 16 years of experience where when I worked in Infosys like 12, 13 years before, there were no chat GPTs. We have to go and search the documentation, learn that, and then debug that. It's a tedious process. So in that way, we learned what is that. We learned the structure. But nowadays, the person kids from engineering and then management, they are not learning that. That is the biggest problem. So my advice is that the Python is the language. Don't use ChatGPT and generate the code. Learn the structure. What is functions? What is a class and everything. That is one thing. Second thing is mathematics. So mathematics is good for you to clear the interview, or the interviewer will judge you that you have done a background work, you have learned something. Mathematics, like there are 3 or 4 subjects which you have to learn, like probability, integration, and linear algebra. These are the something which you can learn at the basic level. Okay, don't have if you go at the deeper level, it's completely up to you because if you dissect any machine learning model, what is at the back end, it will be a statistics, mathematics, probability. So these are the things will be at the back end. For instance, the transformer model forms the back end of your LLM, large language model, OpenAI model, GPT-5 or everything. So if you see the transformer operations, you will see the mathematics and mathematic multiplication, integration, everything happens there. So that's how it is learning the probability of what word comes next to the previous word. So that probability it has to predict, no? So that prediction comes with the mathematics. So if you learn the mathematics, it's well and good. So Python is must to the medium level. Mathematics is good to have, but learning that is my recommendation. After that, you can slowly. There are 3 or 4 standard packages in machine learning, like scikit-learn for normal machine learning, deep learning TensorFlow, okay, or PyTorch. For generative AI, you can go to LangChain. These are the packages. The beauty of that, if you go to the documentation part, they will explain it very crystal clearly. What is this algorithm, how it is built, and how you can use this. We are not learning that. We are again going, the chat GPT is good, but it is also bad. We are going to the chat GPT and then generating every content from there. That is not the right way to learn. Go to this documentation page, learn it from the scratch, then you will clearly understand what these algorithms are about. Okay, give yourself a 6 month of time before you progress. You transition to an AI field. give yourself a 6 month of a time. Start from the basics, go to the intermediate level, learn Python, scan these four packages. These four packages, I would tell you, these four packages are enough for you to learn this landscape, machine learning landscape. And then there are a lot of free AI studios. For instance, Google AI Studio is there. You can go call the LLM model. You can play with prompts. Okay, you can create your small applications. Okay, in that way, you will learn how to do prompt engineering, context management, etc. Once that is done, you can go to the next level, like going to the real applications of your agents or GenAI, like LangChain, creating a small mini agents. You need to use a vector database. There is something called vector database. So that is the memory. So all the data is converted into numbers as a vectors and then stored in a database called a vector database. So all these things, when you learn all these components, you will become aware of what is happening. So with all these knowledges, you can confidently attend the interview and then transition. If you're working in a large organization like TCS, yeah, Infosys or something, there is a unit for AI. If you want to transition, there will be an internal interview. So give yourself 3 months to 4 months time, and then internally you can apply for those roles, go into that role within your organization, work there for 2 years, and then go jump to another organization. That's how people are doing it. So from non-AI background, they are learning for 3 to 4 months and then transitioning within their company, work there for 1 year, and then moving on to a higher pay, more advanced companies. So this is my advice.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Ram. Your message is really clear. And you mentioned that give 6 months of your time and you can see yourself a transformation in your career. So that's really insightful. And you also mentioned that if the learning is in a structured manner, the transformation can happen easily. Each and every time you go to GPTs and then ask for help, yes, it will give some message, but the learning will not be structured. It will not be in a segmented manner. You cannot create a complete connection of the dots through that learning process. But give us structured learning that will support you a lot. That's the reason we are having this certification program in generative AI. So it's a 8 weeks program that's going to happen only on Sundays and 40 hours of learning. So that will give a structured approach for the learning. So thanks a lot for your kind answer.